the BSM NFL podcast. Let me tell you something about Tom Brady and the Bucs, all right? Let me just say this. Here's my take on it. If they're really going to want to win a Super Bowl, here's who they got to draft. Here's what they got to do. All right? There's no other way around it. Speaking his mind on all things NFL, this is Christian Ballard of Ballard Sports Media.
And it is Christian Ballard of Ballard Sports Media. Hope everyone's doing great out there. What's going on, everybody? Like I said, Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. If you love NFL content, we got it here. If you like college football, we got it here. You like baseball? Yeah, we're working on it. I'm definitely going to try in 2023 to up my game in MLB and going live for all that. But we'll have it here. So, as you can see by the title, what are, you're not helping. You're not helping. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson this week was suspended 11 games due to the personal misconduct policy of the NFL, which he violated. Of course, we know the whole story. The drama continues to build. Suspended 11 games. Now, they got to turn to Jacoby Brissett. Are the Browns going to realize, and my personal opinion, I don't think Baker Mayfield is a bad quarterback. Really don't know anybody who does. But they let him go. They let him go. He's not there anymore to help you. He's in Carolina. He's going to fight Sam Darnold for that job. And what are you going to do? Let me read to you the Cleveland Browns roster at quarterback. They got 4 guys. I remind you, Deshaun Watson is suspended. You got Jacoby Brissett, Josh Dobbs, formerly at Tennessee. He's not a starting guy. And Josh Rosen, who I don't know what's wrong with him, that he can't stay on a team and he keeps bouncing around. He was with the Bucs practice squad a little while back. You know? I mean, my goodness. The Cleveland Browns have Nick Chubb at running back. That's great. They got David Bell they drafted out of Purdue. I think he's going to be a great receiver. They got Michael Woods, who they got out of Oklahoma. They got Anthony Schwartz out of Auburn. Donovan Peoples-Jones. They picked up some receivers. They brought in Amari Cooper. My guy. Got Miller Forristall as a tight end from Alabama. They got David Njoku. They got some pretty good depth. Seems like they want to fix the O-line. They drafted or signed a guy, Dawson Deaton, out of Texas Tech. Signed a guy from Virginia Tech in Brock Hoffman, who's a center. They got some guys. They got Jedrick Wills. They got to fix their O-line. But let me ask you this. What good is it? Let's say if the Browns fix their O-line. I want to be hypothetical here. They fixed their offensive line. What good is it going to do if you don't have a quarterback back there that you can count on? Not that Jacoby Brissett is bad, but he's bounced around a bit. He did okay with the Colts. But what if he goes down? Who do you turn to? Next man up, right? Josh Dobbs. Josh Rosen. Uh-oh. Deshaun Watson. He's suspended for a month. More than a month, actually. Almost like more than half the season, actually. What are the Browns going to do? Now, Jacoby Brissett has plenty of experience filling in for big name quarterbacks. He was a rookie back in 2016. He was behind Andrew Luck and came in for the Colts. Last year, he was with the Dolphins for week 2. He's had his fair share of being called on, Jacoby Brissett. But with 11 games, he'll be a full-time starter. Do you trust him? I'm not here to rip on Jacoby Brissett. I think he's got some good tools. I don't know if it's the right call or if it's going to help the Browns to the best of their ability. He has 37 starts, Jacoby Brissett does. 14 and 23 record. Jake Trotter put out on ESPN 6 hours ago as I'm recording this an article entitled, "With Deshaun Watson out 11 games, do the Browns make a move for Jimmy G? Here's the case for Jimmy Garoppolo." They have the cap space, almost $49 million to make it happen. Let's see. And with Garoppolo's trade options seemingly barren, they have the leverage to reconfigure his $24.2 million base salary to ease the hit on the cap. The 49ers, who've already turned the offense over to Trey Lance, likely wouldn't demand a high draft pick in compensation. The 49ers got their guy in Trey Lance. 49ers are set. They don't need Jimmy G. Go after him. Go get him. Go pick him up. Why not? I would. I'd take a chance after any quarterback out there. Texans let Watson go. The Browns pick him up. He's number 1. He's listed as a starter. I mentioned about the Browns, and just go ahead and call this one the All About the Cleveland Browns podcast or something, because that's really what I want to stick on, because I do have my own takes on this. And we'll be quick on this. Wrap it up here in a bit. They signed Deshaun Watson knowing what they were getting into. They knew that he'd have to be suspended. They knew that they'd have to deal with the legal stuff, and it'd be in the hands of the Cleveland Browns organization. If you're Kevin Stefanski, what are you saying as the head coach? Well, he says the quarterback will not play again this preseason. And it's in the hands of Jacoby Brissett, which I don't think he's bad. I don't think Jacoby Brissett is bad. I don't know if he's a long-time answer for a starting quarterback. That's my personal opinion. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk. I'm not saying that to throw him under the bus. I think we obviously got to wait and see what happens. It's in Jacoby Brissett's hands. Here's what I'll say, and I'll wrap it up because I did want to just make this one quick today on you guys. Baker Mayfield won the Heisman at Oklahoma, was drafted by an 0-16 Browns team, and made the offense where it is today, getting all those pieces over there to Cleveland, drafting Nick Chubb. Not that, I mean, obviously the Browns did that, not Baker Mayfield. David Njoku, they drafted guys for Baker Mayfield. They were invested in him. I think they've made a big mistake letting him go. I really do. Could you imagine him this year? They drafted some guys, picked up some guys, worked on the defense a little bit. I don't know, man. The Browns are in a position where they might have to rebuild and start all over. I don't know who's going to be their guy. I don't know if they I don't know if they have the guy that's right for them in the long. We got to talk long-term answers here is what we got to talk. That's the thing. Do they have that long-term answer at quarterback? No, they don't. Yeah. Anyway, I've said my thoughts on it. Bottom line is this. Deshaun Watson is suspended 11 games for the Cleveland Browns. They signed him obviously for a reason, thinking that he's a good enough quarterback that he can be the starting guy, which I think talent-wise, I think Deshaun Watson is great. He was great at Clemson, won a national title. He's just got the legal stuff. That's all it is. They know what they're getting into. The league suspends their quarterback. Now they're stuck. They got to go with Jacoby Brissett. After that, Josh Dobbs and Josh Rosen. None of those guys are franchise starting quarterbacks. I'm sorry. They're not. They got to figure this stuff out. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time. Love y'all.
All right? Let me just say this. Here's my take on it.